We are the men of Texaco. We wear the Texaco star.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and build update number 1 of the huge Texaco Station. Before we get into the build, I want to congratulate our 2 winners of the 3,000 subscriber drawing. Number 1 is BIRDDOGGSBONEYARD. So he was the first pick. The second pick I had to throw out because it came up as my brother, and I had to throw that one away. So I picked a third, and that was Bill Quiggle, 4187. So both of you guys need to get a hold of me at grandpamarkshobbies@gmail.com and shoot me your address so I can get those models sent off. I picked up 2 of my favorite kits, and they're brand new in the box, never been opened. So give me an email with your address on them and I'll get them sent out ASAP. So now let's talk about the Texaco Station. Last night I came down here and cut everything out. Got everything to fit into the, oh geez, sorry Duke, let me get you out of the way here. Got everything to fit real good. There's a trim piece on the top here. This piece, the front is split in half, so you got your garage side and you got your office side. And then you have this side, which is a full panel that goes down where the restroom is and everything there, a big open window here. You got your nice front door. You got your garage door that I masked off and painted today. I used Tamiya's flat aluminum and the Gallery GHAC 98 3mm tip at about 19 psi. I wanted it to be very flat. Didn't want to try to get anything going here. But with that, we did a lot of messing around last night. You see this back piece here and the bottom piece in here are clear. And the same with over here, this and the bottom piece here is clear. And what that's for is there's not supposed to be any walls here. So I tinkered around and thought about it and thought, no, I want to put walls in there, but I want to make them removable. So what I did is I cut out of some Evergreen, and right now they're just taped in place on here and here. You can see I taped them in. And look at how big this thing is, man. It's massive, but it's going to look really cool. So these are taped in right now. And what I'm going to do is I have some of this square stock Evergreen that is hollow in there. And I'm going to cut strips to fit. I'll show you here. They're going to fit on the outside. I'm going to put one here, and one in the middle on this one. And I'm going to do the same thing here. One all the way over and one in the middle. And I'm going to glue them from top to bottom, just like that. I'm going to just glue them in place. They'll look like columns. But what I want to do is I'm going to drill a hole in each one at the top. And I'm going to use those rare earth magnets, of which I had one stuck to the desk. And I wonder if this is stainless. It is. But I'm telling you right now, those things stick like crazy. I mean, you got to slide it off into your finger to get those off. So what I'll do is I'll drill a hole in here where I want it to touch on the I'm moving my finger around and not the camera, where I want it to hold this on. And I'll do one at the top and one at Duke. You just need to quit drinking on a job. I'm going to do one at the top, one at the bottom, and I'll drill a hole in just the one side of this, and I'll glue a magnet in there, so it sticks out. I might have to glue two, but that's all right. In the top and in the bottom. And then what I'll do is I'll let that dry, and then I'll set a magnet on top of that to where it stands off proud just a smidge, because this will have a little bit of a gap to it here. There is a little lip here. So I'll have that stand off just a smidge, and then I'll set it in place. I'll glue it, let it dry all the way. You know, I'll glue it in place on the back, like that. And then when that's dry, I will glue the magnet to the wall. And all I'll do is I'll put just a dab of glue on the magnet itself, and I'll push this up against it. I am flinging stuff everywhere. I'll push this up against it and hold it till the magnet or the glue dries. And then what that'll do is that'll make that to where it'll just snap on and snap out. And then what my plans are is once that's all done, all glued in place, I'll be able to take that panel out of there like so, and I'll be able to take some pretty cool pictures while it's on the rack, you know, for my Facebook page and stuff like that, like where I like to show those pictures. I'll have them to where I can get right up inside there and take some pretty cool pictures. So I'm not just going through the front or over the top and stuff like that. You know, I'll be able to do the side here, and then when I'm done taking pictures here, I'll glue or snap that back in place, and I'll take this panel off, and then I can shoot from the back too and get the front side of the shop too. So I'll have multiple angles on the horizontal down at this level that I can take pictures of, and that will really make this sweet. You can see I boxed in the restroom. That's not because I'm going to put a bathroom in here. We're not doing flush toilets. That's going to be my electronic room. And what I'll do is I'll still have to slice this little piece right here. I'm going to slice it down to where I can take this panel out in here. And what I'll do is I'm going to hinge this on the back, so I can open this up this way like a door to get into the electronics here, because I'm going to have wires running all over the place. I'll have to run them up top on this piece, and you know, and around to put lights and things like that. And a couple other things. I thought it'd be neat to have a little weld booth somewhere, maybe right here, and then the air compressor and the tools and all that. We'll see. That's down the road. Or maybe I'll just make a little an outlet over here somewhere where I can plug LEDs in, and then tell the computer to do something different, to where I can have like a welder running or shop lights running or something that way. So we'll see. That's all down the road. First thing I want to do is get the frame built so I can sit back and say, what do I need? I know I'm going to need lights up top here shining in, and I'm going to do that all the way across this panel. The clear panels, top and bottom on here, see how these are? These panels, I am going to definitely be painting the white. My Texaco Station, here, let's get these guys out of here for a minute. You see TJ was already trying to cut the grass. My Texaco, I got a pointer. My Texaco Station, this is all going to be white. My framework this way. The window frame inside, I will do flat aluminum. I'll mask everything off. The door, I'm going to do flat aluminum. This frame, I'll do flat aluminum, and same with the window over there, and everything on the walls on all three sides are going to look exactly like the front. So what my plans are is white above and below, this whole area here down below, and all this extended trim I'm going to paint green. And I think I'm just going to use the big stretch. The X28 is called Park Green. I think that is going to be perfect. And not only that, but I have a full bottle. So I don't have to go out and buy anything. No, seriously though, that I think is Texaco Green, or close enough. And that'll go with the tow truck too. Because as I'm building this, I'm going to also work on that tow truck. So we'll do a little work here, and then we'll bring in the tow truck and we'll work on that. I do have Texaco decals for the tow truck. Let me show you what else I got going here. It took me a while to do this garage door. This is going to be a short video tonight, but it took me a while to do this garage door. Check that out. That drops down in there and locks. So there'll be no break-ins on this buy. Someday we'll have a cop car. I can put a cop car over here. That'd be pretty cool. But I masked all these windows off with just the 1/2 inch or whatever size this is Tamiya tape. And what I did is I laid a whole piece across, and then I sliced down this way on each one of the muttons, and then took a toothpick and came around the side and this way and up that way, pushing it all into the corner. And then took my trusty X-Acto with a brand spanking new knife, and I ran a knife around and peeled all that off, and have like 4 pounds of yellow tape from peeling it off. And then I do another layer above, and that would mask off the whole window. Did that to all of them. Took it over to the booth, hit it with the flat aluminum, and man, I'm telling you, that flat aluminum, that's going to look good on this door too, and on the window trims. But this is cool. Watch this. This thing is made to come all the way up and just kind of hang on top like that. So I can have a cool open garage door, and you can still see the garage door in there when I'm taking the picture. So I don't think I'm going to put a roof on here, because when I do take the pictures, I'll do a Hollywood type deal, and I'll stop on the line here. I'll make sure the camera stops on the line. But that's going to be pretty neat to be able to have that garage door in the pictures too. And look at how nice this thing fits. It's a lot easier with 2 hands too. And it drops right down in there and locks in, and it helps support everything. And that's with this, just this piece is broken right here. It's a separation piece. So that's just fitting that good without this even being pulled all the way over and then filed smooth in here to fit. So now the next thing I want to talk about is this gray. I don't like it. I'm going to repaint it. Probably tomorrow. We'll see. I got some grass to do, and I got some, I'm going to take the wife out to breakfast because she's just awesome, and has been letting me get away with murder here working on all this stuff. So a shout out to Terry. She's top notch. But this is what we got right now for the Texaco Station. The tow truck, I have some ideas. I don't like the little crank for the winch, so I think I'm going to box that off and make it to where it looks a little better. These lights are going to have to be lit. So will the front lights. Those are just chromies, so I'm not going to be able to light those. But I want these to light. I just really want them to light, and I have no dang clue of how I'm going to run the battery to that thing. So I know I'm not going to have the wheelbase in here to hold the spare tires, or the extra tires, and I don't think I'll have the toolbox in there. But what I think I'll do is I'll build a box in there just to put the magnet in, the battery in to run those lights. So we'll have lights there. This is going to have an Arduino running it. Speaking of electronics, because I want to be able to do some things with lighting in here. I'm going to have a front desk here with lights going across this up on top, pointing down on them. I want to be able to turn that on and off, you know, make it to where there's like a light switch or whatever. There won't be, but I'll run conduit up to where these LEDs are on the inside. I want to be able to light this and the bay separately. Plus, JC, the guy that gave me this Texaco, also, and I'm not going to pull it out because I literally have it on foam. He made a miniature fluorescent light cover that I'm gonna build a shop bench, and there's part of the shop bench is part of one of the kits that he gave me with the shop tools. But I'm gonna build the shop bench, and I'm gonna have risers come up the shop bench and out with little angled pieces, and on that I'm gonna have that fluorescent light, and I'm gonna make that thing light. So back in the corner here or somewhere, there's going to be that shop. And he showed me a picture of some pistons that he had made from scratch. And man, I tell you what, someday I'm going to make pistons to put on that desk like that. They were just so cool. But for now, this is where we're at. I'm very happy with this thing. It's fitting like a dream. If the rest of this kit fits like this does, we're going to have a great winter. I'm learning how to do live stream. So when maybe the air compressor or something like that, we'll do a live stream build some Saturday in the middle of the winter when it's cold out. But for now, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go up with the pups because they're all by themselves. Tomorrow I want to have this trim and all the pieces white, the trim green, and by the end of the week I want to have this silver, the door silver, the glass in, the magnets working, and this cement all done. And then we'll go from there. But I can see so many things that we're going to add on, disconnects for the air compressor and stuff like that this is going to be a blast. So anyhow, I will let you go. We're 19 minutes into this. I just don't want to sit here and gab. So I'll let you go. You all have a great day and a better tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching.